I just came to the realization that, like, if you're 40 years old, you're fucked. Like, you're never gonna find love. Like, I was married for, oh my god, I need to stop. I was married for over 20 years, and like,
one thing I wish I would have known before I got my second divorce is that
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
I'm divorcing my husband. I'm leaving him. Today he lost his job and I can't do it. He can't pay any bills. I'm taking my kids and we're out of here.
It's an evil world we live in.
You know, life after divorce. As a woman, I would honestly sit here and say, as much as I've made the decision and the choice to divorce my husband then, I also regret it.
The only reason these women regret divorce is because they can't replace their ex-husband. They're lonely, they're getting pumped and dumped, they're out there on the dating scene, running the streets, getting ran through. The guys ain't committing to them, the guys don't care about them like their ex-husband did. That's when they start regretting it. See, what about the man? He becomes a weekend dad. He has to pay all his child support and alimony, the spousal support. He has to, give her a cut of the business. He has to give him the house. What about the man? He lives in a cardboard box. He goes from having a house that you guys lived in to a studio apartment or 1 or 2 bedroom.
I'm gonna cry. I've just realized that I have become a single 30-year-old mom who's driving in a Dodge Caravan, checking out other men while driving in a subdivision, a suburban subdivision. I am a single 30-year-old woman.
I was required to take all of the debt in my divorce or pay him alimony or child support. It's like, life's not fair. It should not be this hard to.
Life's not fair, but what happens when the courts make him a weekend dad? When he only can see his kids 1 or 2, 3 weekends out of the month? What about that? See, when women have to pay, when they get a dose of equality, how men, have to go through and how we feel, they're like, oh, life isn't fair. What do you mean? See, they don't like when the shoe's on the other foot. They don't like when they're suffering, but they don't care if their ex-husband, the father, is suffering.
Live in this country, and I'm drowning, and I'm not the only one. And anyways, because I made the majority of the money on paper, I was required to take all of the debt in my divorce or pay him alimony or child support.
How old are you?
72.
What is something you regret the most in your life?
I regret that I had to get a divorce.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna piss a lot of people off, and I don't care at this point, because us women, we like to do too much. Way too much.
Okay, I am the problem.
I'm not a feminist. I can see men and I don't immediately feel threatened. I'm not a feminist. And then people ask me if I'm actually a woman. I'm not a feminist. I can wear dresses and feel pretty. I'm not a feminist. Thank you. I'm not a
I think every man needs to start asking these women, are you a feminist? Because that'll alleviate all the headaches and the trouble that you're going to go through. If she says, yes, I am, just let her go, walk away.
feminist. I don't hate children. I'm not a feminist. I would watch this video and I wouldn't be offended. I'm not a feminist. I can actually cook.
Can someone tell me where we find the real men?
At 47 years old, after 25 years married, I found myself divorced. You guys, I thought it was
47 years old, 25 years married. So you were married at 22 years of age. Why divorce? This is what I don't understand about women and leaving men. If you married for over 2 decades, what else are you going to find out there? What man is going to really want to deal with a woman who's 47? I'm just being real. And men typically want younger women. Why leave marriages? I just don't understand the concept of the idea of being married for so long, then saying, well, I don't want to do anymore. What life are you going to live? There's nothing new under the sun you're going to do other than getting ran through and getting banged out by different dudes. You might go on a date or two, but after that, that's it.
Over. I remember sitting on my floor just crying, saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm too old to do this again. I'm too old now to fall in love and find the love of my life, because how much time are we going to have left?
I haven't slept with my husband in probably a year.
Single men, single males, single dads. I have a question for you all. Where are you all at?
Went to Home Depot to find a man.
Home Depot because I need to change my light and hopefully I can find my man in there.
I've been crying on and off for a little bit now, and I want to be a mom so bad. Like, I want to be pregnant so bad and grow a human. I just want to take care of, I just want to be a mom so bad.
Notice how she said she doesn't want to be a wife. She just wants to be a mom. This is most modern women mindsets because they know they can go to the state and the system's going to award them with ample amount of child support and food stamps. That's crazy. They just want to be a mom. Just want to be a mom.
I just wish I could be one right now.
What's your age?
25.
26.
How long you been together?
A year and some change.
If he gave you a guilt-free pass to have fun with anybody in the world, would you take it?
Yes.
She belongs to the streets.
Now, if she gave you a guilt-free pass, would you take it?
Absolutely not.
Come on now, dog.
Absolutely not.
Why not?
It's guilt-free, but I love her. I love her everything. All in my heart.
When you're talking to a girl, right, you're going to put her in one of the two categories. You either want to hook up or you actually want her as a partner. You'd like a relationship with her. I would like to know where to find the relationship guys. Where are they?
They're in your friend zone. These videos these women make, it's annoying because they know where all the good men at. They know where the nice guys who would treat them right, who will be excellent guys to lean on and rely on. They know where the good quality men who will love them unconditionally, who will bring them flowers. Women know those guys. They're in their DMs. They're there. They say hi to them every day, but these women say, oh, and they just ignore them. What these women are talking about when they say, where are these good men at? They're talking about the guys that they're physically attracted to, the guys that turn them on sexually. They want those guys to be good to them.
It's really hard when, like, I don't really have anyone to go to, like, on a Friday night.
Somebody help me. I'm so tired of being an independent woman sometimes. Sometimes, like,
there it is.
I just want to be taken care of. You know, my whole life, I've just been so independent.
And I'm just wondering, am I the only person, like, completely struggling? Am I the only one? Because I've been single a very long time.
Injecting myself twice a day in order to freeze my eggs as a 37-year-old woman who is single with no man in sight.
I am 30 years old and I have been single for over 12 years, so never had a real adult relationship.
Guys, I think I might be the problem because, like, I complain about being single all the time, right? But when, like, men message me or try talking to me, like, I ignore them and I don't even talk with them.
Sometimes I forget that I'm not in my 20s anymore, that I'm.
She can't even say 30 because she know that's hell. She's hit the wall and reality has to set in because in her 20s, she was living it up, doing whatever she wanted to do. Now the wall comes for them all. It's inevitable. It's ticking and every woman's going to hit it at some point in her life.
These are the papers for her divorce. And it's very sad. I don't understand how.
I'm going to say this. For starters, these women getting on camera crying. How can you do that? That's hard to say click and then, oh, cue the tears. Next, let me tell you something. These women, they don't even be pleasing their husbands in these relationships, in these marriages. They be withholding sex. They be manipulating them. They be giving them silent treatment. That's what a man cave is for. These men be just miserable. And then they got to deal with these nagging wives and these women that complain. Men, it don't take much to please a man. All we want is food, peace, and some consistent bedroom action. That is literally it. And you telling me these wives can't do that?
8 years of trying my best to love somebody and fight for them and just be wiped out with little papers.
I want to hear his side of the story because these women get on social media, they get on TikTok, and they cry for sympathy, and oh, I'm the victim. What about that man? What happened? So what happened to the husband? What happened to the ex-guy? What's going on with him? They don't want to tell the truth. It's always two sides to every coin.
It's not easy.
So, day one after filing, and I feel so sad. I know I'm going to go through different emotions, but right now I feel sad. I think the last time I felt a pain like this was when my mom died.
I just came to the realization that, like, if you're 40 years old, you're fucked. Like, you're never gonna find love. Like, oh my God. Sorry, I woke up like really, really emotional because I was married for, oh my God, I need to stop. I was married for over 20 years, and like, I was so used to being a wife. Like, I loved being married, you know? Like, I love being a wife. I love having like that one person I love coming home to and like venting all my shit to. And now it's like, yeah, you date people and like sparks fly, and then it's just like, oh, I found better, you know? I think some of you guys missed my story time because, I don't know, I posted the dumbest video of me at Home Depot. It didn't go viral. But like, I was talking to my ex again, and there was a TikTok, I had a fan on here, a TikTok follower that messaged me, and she said, hey, I started talking to this guy, and I noticed on his Instagram, like those highlight reels, you were in one of his highlight reels, like you guys made a TikTok together. And I was like, oh yeah, that's my boyfriend, because we were like trying to work things out. It was long distance, whatever. And she's like, oh, well, we're talking. He said he was single. And I'm like, I'm not even crying about that. I think I'm just more sad about the fact that, like, it's impossible. It's impossible to find someone that you will 100% trust. And part of it has to do with me too, because of my insecurities. But honestly, 99% of the time it's because they're cheating, you know, because it's so accessible. Social media, talking to other women. Why do I still have my fucking seatbelt on?
you.